workshop, as the name suggests, Samagam. It is a confluence of thoughts, experiences and practices. आज की इस वर्कशॉप का उद्देश्य है कि हम सेल की विभिन्न इकाइयों के दृष्टिकोणों को एक साझा मंच पर लेकर आएं और साथ ही कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वर्कर से जुड़े विषयों पर विचार विमर्श करें और ये करते हुए एक समान रणनीति बनाएं। इसी लक्ष्य के साथ आज आप और हम सभी यहाँ एकत्रित हुए हैं। ज़ोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करते हैं आप सभी का और इस कार्यक्रम का आह्वान करते हैं। SAIL, it is not just a steel producing company. It's a vision, a mission, and a shared commitment towards nation building. We can say it's a collective identity. And SAIL Anthem is the voice to this spirit. It reminds us that no matter where we come from or which unit of SAIL we work for, we all are working towards a common objective, and that is making SAIL the #1 organization. Well, with these inspiring words, may I request everyone to please rise in respect of SAIL Anthem. Technical team to please play the SAIL Anthem. A request for your patience, please. I think it's taking some. There is some technical glitch. Somajit? Or you may please be seated. I would request you to rise again because if it is taking more time. I'm so sorry for this glitch. Gentlemen, please be seated. We'll start with the next part. Please let me know when it's ready. So, I'm so sorry again. Well, it's an honor for us to have with us our senior leaders and mentors who have been a constant source of inspiration and guidance for us all. As a token of our deep respect and gratitude, we would like to felicitate them with an Utriyo. May I request CGM IC Services Shri Anindhu Ghosh and CGM HR Shri Jitendra Kumar to kindly come forward and do the honors. Thank you so much, sir. Everyone, let us please rise once again for SAIL Anthem. Thank you, sir. Let's start.
दौड़ते हैं देश की रगों में हम, खुले कदम सधे न पे तुले कदम। दौड़ते हैं देश की रगों में हम, खुले कदम सधे न पे तुले कदम। सीने की आग से रोशनी है की हमने, उन्नति की दास्तां सब तरफ लिखी हमने। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये, चलना है मीलों मील। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये हो। हौसलों से आसमां में उड़ेंगे हम, जुड़े हैं धरती से हमेशा जुड़ेंगे हम। नींव में देश की देखो हम इस बात भरे, देश चढ़े देश बढ़े छाती चौड़ी हम करें। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये, चलना है मीलों मील। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये, चलते रहना मीलों मील। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये, चलना है मीलों मील। सेल की शपथ है ये, इरादों में स्टील, सेल का वादा ये, चलते रहना मीलों मील।
Thank you, everyone. Moving on to the next part of program. As we begin this important event, let us invoke the light of wisdom and clarity. Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhan sampada. Shatru buddhi vinasaya deep jyoti namastute, deep jyoti namastute. May the flame of light guide our efforts with direction, energy, and success. With this, I request all the dignitaries to please come forward on the stage for the lamp lighting ceremony. I request CGM sir to please lead the dignitaries. I also request CGM IC services, CGM services from all 4 units of SAIL, Shailendra Kumar sir, CGM Mills and Services from SSP, to please join us on the stage. I request R.K. Jha sir, CGM CRM, Bokaro Steel Plant, to please join us.
आरोग्यं धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीप ज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धन संपदा दीप ज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीप ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीप ज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीप ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हर्तु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीप नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धन सम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धन सम्पदः ओ दीप ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीप ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धन सम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं
It is my pleasure to announce that DP sir, Shri KK Singh sir is connected with us over VC. अब हमारे सभी विशिष्ट अतिथियों और प्रतिभागियों का औपचारिक स्वागत करने के लिए मैं श्री यूपी सिंह सर, मुख्य महाप्रबंधक प्रभारी मानव संसाधन आईएसपी को स्वागत भाषण देने के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ.
Good morning to all. A warm welcome to all of you to this two-day LEO workshop on contracts and contractual workforce management, Samagam. We are privileged to have with us directors, senior leadership from corporate office, and heads of plants and units, both in person and through virtual connection. I especially welcome our chairman, who will be addressing us shortly with his keynote remarks. This workshop finds its roots in the recent communication from our Director HR urging all sale units to work towards a reduction in both number of contracts and contract gate passes in FY 25-26. Over the next 2 days, we will engage in focused sessions starting today with presentations by the corporate office and all integrated steel plants and major units on outsourcing strategy and innovations in manpower management. This afternoon, we will hear insights from ISP's visits to JSW Bellary and Tata Kalinganagar, followed by external perspectives from MN Dastur, Mekon and Rajan Consultants. Tomorrow, the focus will shift to collaborative work, syndicate teams, led by CGM services from each ISP, will prepare recommendations for a common action plan. This will address the key goals of contract reduction, rationalization of manpower, minimizing gate pass mismatches, and adoption of innovative practices across the organization. We also look forward to the launch of the online gate pass system by Director in charge and the third issue of Horizon, our HR magazine by Director Personnel. In conclusion, I encourage everyone to make the most of this opportunity, not just to present data, but to align, deliberate, and cooperate actionable and practical steps. Let us aim to conclude the workshop with a realistic and effective roadmap for implementation across SAIL. Wishing you a productive and enriching 2 days ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for setting a valuable roadmap for the entire workshop. May I now have the honor to invite Shri Arup Mukherjee, sir, ED FNA ISP, to grace us with words of guidance.
Respected Director Personnel, sir, ED Works, sir, EDHR, Corporate Office, EDMM, CGM in charge HR ISP, CGM in charge projects, CMO in charge M&HS, all syndicate members of all plants, consultants, and all those who are connected through VC. This topic of this LEO workshop, the management or rationalization of contracts and contractual workforce, is the need of the day. Why I am telling this? A man from finance, he will always look at the financial angle. So just a couple of days back, the results have been announced for the Q1, and I was just comparing the 24-25 results with Q1 results. When you look at the balance sheet and the P&L of, I'm talking about ISP, we find that the income has come down by around 6,000 rupees per ton. That is quite evident because the NSR is falling and a lot of stock is there which is getting valued at cost. So naturally the income side will come down. So 6,000 rupees per ton, the income has come down. The raw material prices has also come down by around 6,000 rupees per ton. 24-25 vis-a-vis 25-26 Q1. That is the raw material prices, why they have come down, that is because of your imported coal rates, majorly on account of imported coal rates. The salary has also come down by 400 rupees per ton. Now you will ask that salary is a fixed cost, how it has come down by 400 rupees per ton. That is because in Q1 our production was better, 6,55,000. And the reason being, the fixed cost, when your denominator goes up, it will come down. But the point of concern is repair and maintenance cost and the stores. Both have gone up by 250 rupees per ton. So here, there is a lot of scope for reduction in these two areas. And I think these workshops, when we are trying to learn from each other on rationalizing the contracts and the contractual workforce, because what we have seen is that if you go by the gate passes, there will be around 11,000 contractual workers and 7,500 or 8,000, sorry, 11,500 and 8,000 actual. So there is a gap of around 3,000, 3,500 contractual workforce. So here we have to see to it that this gets rationalized. And as there are around 3 categories of this contracts, mainly one is manpower contracts, second is the job contracts, and the other is the comprehensive contracts. So we have to combine these job contracts, and there should be a perfect rationalization. So when we combine, there should also be an effort to bring down the number of manpower also. So the moment we rationalize on the contractual manpower, our contractual cost will definitely come down. And we have to try our best to get into comprehensive contracts. The estimation process, there has to be a uniformity for job contracts, and especially regarding the manpower deployment. I am sure that all the delegates who have assembled today, they will do a good job on that, and we will be having a lot of insights into what lay ahead and how we are going to reduce our repair and maintenance cost. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights and for blessings. We would now move forward, and I would request Executive Director Materials Management, Shri Abhik De sir, to please come on stage and address the House on this occasion.
A very good morning to all. A respected Director Personnel who is connected online, ED Works ISP, Sri Diptendu Ghosh, ED HR Corporate Office, Propli, ED VISL, ED FNA ISP, CMO in charge, MNHS, ED HR, ED officiating ED HR ISP, and ED Works Durgapur, and officiating ED Projects ISP. All the CGM in charge services from all steel plants, all participants, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Just before me, Sri Arup Mukherjee has given you a financial snapshot of what we have done in Q1 25-26. If we see that production, there has not been much difference in the production quarter on quarter, Q4 24-25 to Q1 25-26. Whereas the EBITDA, the PBT, it has taken a hit. Almost, PBT has taken a hit of almost 44%. But surprisingly, the total manpower has come down by almost 1,000 over the last one financial year. But what is the reason? As it has been highlighted by ED Finance, the main reason is the NSR. Now in this backdrop, it is really necessary for any organization, and SAIL is not away from that, that we rationalize our expenditure. And one of the most visible levers in this effort is the rationalization and the merger of contract workforce. But it is a good topic for boardroom discussion, but those who work on the field, we all know that it is easier said than done. You know, it's a very complex process. It's not that it's almost a cultural shift. There are certain challenges. Now let us look at what are the challenges. Now we are heavily dependent in all our operations on this contractual workforce. Be it maintenance, be it material handling, be it housekeeping, be it assistance in the shop floor, we are heavily dependent on this contractual workforce. Then it comes the social aspect. These contractual workers, we call them temporary, but many of them have been working in our organization for the last maybe 1 decade. We cannot just simply cut them overnight. That will cause social unrest. So this aspect we need to keep in mind while we are doing this exercise. If we remove these contract workers overnight, there may be skill gaps, there may be safety concerns, because these contractual workers, they are very skilled. They have become skilled over the last many years they have been working. And then the last problem which comes is the shift in accountability. Once the number of people come down, the accountability shifts to maybe probably the permanent workforce. There will be a resistance in that also. So there has to be a way out. Today we are meeting here to discuss all these things in detail. One part of it is the reporting, the number of gate passes that have been reported and the number of actual workforce that is working inside the plant is differing by almost 3,000 in the case of ISCO. But apart from that, there is also a necessity to cut down the number of actual people who are working as contractors. Now, I will take 1 or 2 small examples. We have engaged road traffic marshals. Now, recently we have also added traffic lights. In spite of having traffic lights, we can find that 2 or 3 road traffic marshals are also standing at the crossings. Is it really necessary? Those who are working at the ground level, they need to actually introspect and find whether all the people who are engaged in the work, are they really necessary? If we look into the jobs, we will find that there are a lot of overlapping jobs. There are 2 contracts running in the same department which have overlapping jobs. There are 2 contracts running in 2 different departments which have overlapping jobs. So whether these things can be rationalized, and this is a long process, it cannot be done overnight. Today we are going to share our ideas from various plants, and this will be done over a period of maybe 1 or 2 or 6 months. This change has to be gradual. The ground level managers, they have to engage with all the stakeholders. They have to talk with the unions. They have to talk with the actual people who are going to be displaced, maybe the people who are going to take over their job, and make this transition a smooth one. I am sure that today's workshop is going to be a big success in this line, and it will help us a lot in increasing our profitability. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision and setting a thoughtful direction. May I now have the honor to invite Shri B.S. Popley, sir, EDHR Corporate Office, to share his thoughts and perspective on the workshop.
Thank you. Respected Singh sir, who is connected online, Shri Diptendu Ghosh, ED Works ISP, Shri Abhig De, EDMM ISP, Shri Arup Mukherjee, ED F&A, Shri Ramakrishnan Saab, ED Works Durgapur, Shri Chandwani Saab, ED VISL, UP Singh, Shri CGM in charge HR, Shri Praveen Kumar, CGM in charge projects, Dr. A.K. Jha, friends, colleagues, all those who are present here as well as connected online, ladies and gentlemen, wish you all a very good morning. At the outset, I'd like to thank the HR collective of ISP and especially the CGM in charge HR as well as CGM HR of ISP for having, taken this initiative and for organizing this Leo workshop on rationalization of contracts and contractual workforce. Has been very aptly timed and very aptly named Samagam. Now, Samagam, if you know, is a very simple definition would be, what will be a very simple definition for Samagam? Gathering, yeah. So, when you come together, when you gather, when you meet, it's essential that you will come out with debate, you will have discussions. And when you have debate and discussions, you come out with ideas. And that's the beauty of a Samagam or a Leo workshop, that you get ideas. If I have an apple and you have an apple, and we both exchange apples, we still have one apple each. But if I have an idea, and we both exchange ideas, we have two ideas each. So many minds are going to be at work and so many ideas are going to be generated that this is really going to be worthwhile going forward, and it will really mean a lot to the company in the future. And why this? Why this on manpower? It's been a very, very touchy subject. जैसे अभी अबीक दे साहब ने भी बोला कि बोर्ड रूम के लिए तो बहुत आसान है, but ground level पे it is very, very difficult. And that, takes me back to 15, 20 years. Well, okay, I can start maybe 35 years back when we joined. The manpower of the company was 2.27 lakhs. And today it is at 52,000. So it's less than 1/4, although the production has increased manifold. Similarly, I can say that 15, 20 years back also, we used to talk about manpower. HODs will always say कि अगर वो कुछ discussion कर रहे हैं तो एक ही issue उनको होता था manpower, कि manpower कम है. Even when it was 1 lakh, even when it was 80,000, even when it was 60,000, you always end up saying कि बाकी सब तो ठीक है, manpower कम है, and top management will not agree to them. And the same HODs down the line, 5 to 7 years down the line, when they become the CEOs and the MDs, and you speak to them, and then they say, नहीं manpower की बात नहीं करनी है. So, and of course the results are there for everybody to see, that we have decreased by, like we've reduced to 1/4, and still the production is at a high of 20 million ton. And going forward, the targets are going to be stiffer. We have a plan to increase our production to 35 million tons by 31, 32. And the manpower is supposed to be reduced to 25,000, which is at present 52,000 for the regular workforce. And even for the contractual workforce, it is supposed to come down to 25,000 from 76. So we've got to make it 1/3. And still there has to be a 75% increase in production. Well, is it doable? It is doable. In fact, it is a question of survival, because we are not working in isolation. We have to look at our competitors. Now, if we talk about our competitors, say Jindals or the Tatas, Jindals work with, okay, let's take कि हमारा, we were talking about cost. Our manpower cost is about 11.5% compared to the Jindals, which is at 2%, and the Tatas who are at around 6 to 7%. So even if we say that, okay, there is Jindals being a newer plant and, modern plant and things like that, and we have our own legacy blast furnaces and, smaller units and legacy manpower. Even we can, but Tatas and we are similar. So there's no reason why we cannot and we should not go to the level of Tatas. So we have to, reduce, because 11.5% for a manufacturing industry, the percentage is very, very high. Maybe a service industry, even an IT services or a hospitality, you will have more percentage as for manpower cost, but not in manufacturing industry like ours. Our labor productivity, likewise, is at around 650 tons of crude steel per man per year. Well, they are between 900 to 1300. So we are also targeting to be at 1150 by the year 31-32. And that's the reason why, because, you think of it, we're spending in actual terms, we're spending about 12,000 crores on manpower. Now, if you reduce it by half, that gives you 6,000 crores in your bottom line. So that is huge. We make a profit of about 3,000 crores that can increase to 9,000 crores just by rationalizing our manpower. And is it doable? Yes, as I said earlier, it is doable. I was told, I think in Bhilai, in Sinter plant, they have clubbed 23 contracts together to make it one. And definitely that will lead to a lot of manpower getting reduced. So that is what we are supposed to do. There may be certain good things which are being followed in one plant, which needs to be emulated by the other plants. So that is why everybody, all the concerned are here today. So they'll, and for the 2-day workshop. And I think a lot of new ideas will come out where we can definitely reduce our manpower, reduce our wage bill, and so that we remain competitive and we flourish in the market. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement and guidance on the road ahead of us. May I now invite ED Works ISP, Shri Diptendu Ghosh, sir, for his sharing his vision and perspective on the workshop.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Director Personnel Sir, who is joining through VC, ED Works DSP, ED HR Corporate Office, EDMM Avigde Sahab, EDFNA Arup Mukherjee Sahab, EDVSL Chandwani Sahab, CGM in charge HR UP Singh Sahab, CGM in charge projects Praveen Saab and Dr. A.K. Jha sir, all CGMs, all CGM in charge services who has come here to attend this workshop, and all ladies and gentlemen gathered here and who are connected over VC. So very good morning to everybody, and as all the speakers before me has discussed, why we are organizing such a workshop at this very moment. The reason is we were communicated that from ministry there is a guideline of reduction of number of gate passes in a particular time period, as also the reduction of manpower. We sat together with our all functional heads and CGMs. We felt the need that whatever action plan has to be formulated, it should be at the pan cell level. So all plants should sit together and formulate the strategy so that there should be a uniform strategy over which we will work together. The challenge is huge, as already spoken by Avigde Saab and Popli Saab. Reduction of manpower, because we have a huge manpower with us, and day-to-day different activities as our regular manpower is retiring, we are inducting less manpower. So many a times there is a need that we induct some fresh contact. But right now in ISCO, we are thinking, and we are already implementing all the contracts through comprehensive maintenance and operation contracts. Whatever new contracts are coming, we have taken a decision that most of the contracts will be through category 3 type, where the contracts will be comprehensive in nature. So by this way, we will be doing some sort of balancing in the number of engagement of contract workers as well as contractual budget. Moreover, we have already embarked on a journey to introduce amalgamation of different facilities through AI. We have done so in case of zero liquid discharge. Our CNIT team has come forward, and we had 3 control rooms. We have merged that to 1 control room so that we can Similarly, we are thinking of merging the water treatment plant of mills, that is wire rod mill, bar mill, and USM together, so that can be operated and maintained from one place. So lot of such initiatives we will be taking in the coming days, so that our journey towards lean manufacturing will take place in ISCO. So I expect that lot of fruitful discussions will take place throughout the day, and we will come into a common pathway where we can have our definite goal to reduce the manpower, number of contracts, and our contractual budget. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, we'll have the honor of listening to our ED Works Durgapur Steel Plant, Shri K. Ramakrishna. I request sir to please be on stage and address the gathering.
Respected DP sir, who is on VC, and respected Diptendu sir, Popli sir, Abhik Deji, Chandwani ji, Arup ji, Praveen, UP Singh sir, and Jha sahab, and my dear colleagues. It is very heartening to see this convocation, or what you say, Samagam, is being arranged at ISP, and ISP has taken a very good initiative. But why? It's not just a Samagam. It's the need of the day. Because, as told by Arup ji and Popli ji, we are spending almost 12% of our expenditure on salaries, whereas our competitors are in the range of 2 to 6. With this, on the present market scenario, it's not viable for us to survive with our market share going down. But what is the need of this today? Because in 60s, when we started as a public sector, we started not with the aim of high productions or profits. We started as a job generators for the public. And we are still, to be very frank, सुबह उठते बराबर पहला डायलॉग रहेगा आदमी कम है. Even though, as Sir said we came down from 1 lakh to 55,000 or 45,000. Still, we just keep on saying that, but we do the job. That means the job is doable by even less. But what has happened? While doing this reduction, with this, because we are into some kind of mold, we have gone on adding contract labor in the same way that we were recruiting earlier. So whenever there was a small need, immediately instead of looking around, what we did was, okay, let's go for it, because let us get the job done first. It was not a bad idea. The idea was to get the job done first. But now the time has come that we have to rationalize this. Otherwise, we'll end up with the same kind of thing that we ended up with our own employees, that is beyond 1 lakh. And the other thing is, as Abhigday sir was saying, taking them out is a difficult task. Inducting is very easy. So we have to sustain with this for a longer duration. And of all the plants, Durgapur, we bear the brunt of it a bit more than other plants because it is the highest paying one. So now it is the time we have to look around, and as Popli sir was saying, 23 contracts. Already we have started at DSP, amalgamating the things, so that we can take advantage of the lean period that is being there unutilized. Because we can take a common contract for housekeeping at 2-3 areas together. Because you are having 30 people in 3 areas, but the job can be done by 18 to 20 people in all the 3 areas. So these kind of things, if you do not rationalize today, the bill is going to keep on increasing, because we have to come out of that mold. That we have to keep on adding. As soon as a guy comes down, we have to add 1 or 2. We have to come out of that thought process. So I think this kind of workshop will definitely help us in thinking and coming up with new ideas by the exchange of ideas. And I wish the convocation or Leo workshop to be a success, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights and best wishes. Moving on, as most of us must be aware that origin of this workshop is a communication dated 18th of June from SAIL Corporate Office on the subject of rationalization of contracts and contractual workforce across SAIL. To guide on this subject, there can be no better person than our Director Personnel himself, Shri K.K. Singh, sir. He's connected with us over VC. Sir, we are honored to have you with us, sir. And I request for your kind keynote address and to guide us our way forward for this workshop. Sir, over to you. Sir, you are audible, but the voice is the volume is little lower. यहाँ से थोड़ा बढ़ा सकते हैं क्या? Volume. Good morning, sir. Sir, you are audible, but we need to adjust the volume a bit. Sir, can you just wait for a minute? Volume. Let's test once again, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. We're good. Audible. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, good that I joined early and I could listen to so many people. So, first of all, my greetings to all the executive directors who have assembled here, and all the people who have come not on the way from other plants. People have come from JSL, SSP, and all the integrated steel plant. Services people are there, HR people are there, and good that ED works of Durgapur and ISP both are there. So this is actually it's earning for a very good time in sale. And I was listening to all of you, and it's not that we have to bring down the cost of manpower. That may be another objective. But if you see, once we are going to invest more than a lakh crore, means 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh crore, so you have to have a guarantee that this money is going to come back to you. And going forward, earlier days, it used to be very easy. As the competition is increasing, you have to think twice when you are investing. And people who are there, I care for the people who are already there on the ship, those people who are 52,000 people who are there. And similarly, the people who are looking forward to sail as contractual employees, we have to care for them. And the organization is going to survive only through two things. One is you have to have a brand image of the organization. And you have to attract best people in the organization. And both are related. Once you have a good brand image, then only you attract good people. If you have good people, then the brand image of the organization goes up. So whosoever is there with us, the future is different. You must be seeing the expectation of our employees have changed drastically. So are we able to serve them to their expectation? And that will be possible only when you have less number of people, highly motivated team, high performing team. Not that for a job you have more number of people and people will be happy, they will be motivated, they will be performing high. So because of that also it is required. As a byproduct, maybe your repair and maintenance budget goes down and manpower cost goes down. That is always there. As Popliji was telling what we are planning, that ultimately we should have 50,000 people to produce 35 million ton, and that's coming to almost 1,400 people per million ton, and that's the rate. Wherever now the steel plants are getting open, they are planning around this, rather lesser than this. Even ISP, that's a ISCO steel plant, so there also you are coming with the 4 million ton expansion. There also the things are in this range only. So we are planning much lesser than this because we already have the finance, HR, MM and other central maintenance units helping there. So there we are planning to add hardly 3,200 people, and maybe in the contract, I don't know, maybe 1,800 people. So that's the range everybody is going. So whosoever is there, we should, if we want to have a brand image, we should save here and give maximum facilities to the people. Our halls, our canteens, our auditoriums, they should look world class. And we have to do that, then only you will be able to attract good talent, be it your regular employee or be it contractual worker. So because of that, we are telling that let's bring down the number of people, and it is possible the way people have shown way. And you have example in your sale itself. Wherever there is a manpower issue being discussed, we always take the example of ISCO steel plant, which has shown us the way how with the less number of manpower and also less manpower budget, they have been able to break even very fast. Had it been an old plant with a lot of legacy manpower, it would have been very difficult to even break even at a steel plant because we took too much time to operationalize our projects. So we take example of ISCO. So I am so happy that ISCO has taken this initiative to call everybody from all the plants and have this Samagam. And I'm also happy that HR has started playing the role of real business partner. We did a workshop 2 years, HR conclave 2 years back, and there we told that HR has to play more strategic role. They have to understand the business. They have to see that which way the business is going, and working hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, and doing what the business needs. So I'm so happy that HR, along with the plants, works, has organized this Samagam, where every mind will be discussing about how to go forward. There were certain voices which were not very confident, and they were a bit tentative, but I'm confident. I'm very confident of the people. Once we take anything in the focus, we are able to do it. So this has come to focus, it will be done, because when every mind starts thinking about something, we do it in SAIL, and we do it in style. SAIL has always shown the way to other people. We are going to do it. So don't have any fear what will happen to the people, where the people will go. Today we don't have data. If you have 75,000 contract worker, how many of them are retiring every year? We don't have data. We replace it. Abhik Desa was telling that we have to be sensitive, we have to see that where will they go, but we don't have data. Once somebody crosses 60, somebody else replaces him. So that also we have not done it. Had it been done from last 5 years, 10 years, the way regular manpower has come down, we would have come down in the contractual manpower as well. Because we don't have data, who are the new people coming, and everybody complains that a person from the agricultural field is being inducted in the team, and because of that accidents are there. So many new people are also joining. So if once you take this initiative, it will happen. And as Popliji was telling, we also had a presentation of Mr. Varghese, who did a very nice, very innovative thinking, where he has merged all the 23 contracts which were there in Sinter Plant 3 of Bilaspur plant, and today he is so happy that cost has also come down. It was, I think, earlier 14 crores, so total cost has come down to 12 crores, and then he has got quality manpower. He was telling 7 or 8 engineers have been deployed by the contractor, and they are taking responsibility, and everybody is charged. There are, whenever there was a surge requirement of people during capital repair or any breakdown, those people are helping. It's not compartmentalized that this section will have this contract, that section will have that contract, so they are not meeting. So merger has got that also advantage. I am sure that once everybody meets and they come out with the strategy, and then implementation. Have trust, have faith, have courage to implement. Otherwise, it's for the good of the people. This way we are not going to sustain our organization. We need world-class soft floor, world-class canteen, world-class restroom, everything world-class. And for that, you have to come down in number of regular employees as well as contractual employees. Many new initiatives are also being taken, like manpower supply contract. We are going to do it very fast. Then you will also have other things like young professionals and many other ways you will be able to take. And those people will be trained, tracked, data will be there. Today we don't have data. What is the qualification? What's the average age of contract worker? Because they are bigger than our number. So we should have that. And once we start working for them, and let us pay them well. Once they are less in number, we'll be able to pay them well. They must be lining for a contractual job in SAIL. That should be our way of working. So let's work together, and so I must compliment ISP for organizing this job. Yesterday I have discussed the theme with CMD sir. he was also very happy that so fast we have organized this. And let's not feel pressure of anybody that somebody is telling, somebody is following up. Let's do it because it is needed for the organization. So I wish you all the best, and tomorrow I will be meeting you, and I am very confident that you will be coming out with the good strategy and also the implementation plan, how you are going to implement and by what time we are going to implement. Once you decide, it will be done. So once again, thank you so much for inviting me even today, and tomorrow also I will be coming. Again, my compliments to ISP and everybody who has come together for organizing such a beautiful workshop. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for taking the time to address us and for your inspiring message and for reinforcing the importance of brand image benchmarking against global standards, peak performance and rationalization of workforce in achieving our collective goals. We are grateful for your support and encouragement, sir.
Thank you.
Now, to formally express our gratitude and bring the inaugural session to a close, I invite Shanindra Ghosh, sir, CGM in charge services, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Thank you, Pooja. Good morning, everybody. It is indeed a moment of great pride and of Samagam, the Leo workshop on contracts rationalization and contract labor management at ISP Burnpur. On behalf of the organizing team, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all who made this event impactful and fruitful. First and foremost, I would like to sincerely thank our Director Personnel Sale, Sri KK Singh sir, who was connected online through VC, for his inspiring leadership and continuous guidance. Sir, your support has been instrumental in aligning our objectives and ensuring the success of this initiative. My heartfelt gratitude to our DIC Burnpur and Durgapur steel plants, Sri Surjit Mishra sir, for his unwavering support and insightful contributions to the cause. Due to some pressing engagements, sir could not be present with us here today. He will join us tomorrow. A very special word of appreciation to our esteemed executive directors. Executive Director Works, ISP, Sri Deeptendra Ghosh sir. Executive Director Works, DSP, Sri Rama sir. Executive Director Materials Management, Sri Abhik De sir. Executive Director HR Corporate Office, Sri Popli sir. Executive Director Finance, Sri Arup Mukherjee sir, who have all taken time out of their busy schedules in order to set the tone for today's workshop. Sirs, we are indebted to you. I would like to mention EDVISL, Sri Chandwani sir, CGM in charge HR, Sri UP Singh sir, CGM in charge projects, Sri Praveen Kumar sir, and Director Medical and Health Services, A.K. Jha sir, for their valuable presence and encouragement throughout the workshop. My sincere thanks to the CGM in charge services of all sale plants, CGMs from ISP and other sale units, and all senior officials of sale whose active participation and commitment will help us delving deep into key aspects of contract rationalization and contract labor management. Your practical inputs and experience-driven observations shall enrich the discussions immensely. I also wish to acknowledge and thank all the participants and team members who are here to take part in the workshop. I will fail in my duties if I do not mention the meticulous planning and execution of the entire event by the super motivated HR team of ISP under the able guidance of CGM in charge HR, Sri UP Singh sir, and CGM HR, Sri Jitendra Kumar sir. This workshop marks a meaningful step in our journey towards operational excellence and sustainable workforce management, and its success would not have been possible without the collective efforts of everyone present here. Once again, thank you all for your time, effort, and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We sincerely thank all our respected dignitaries for their address and continued support. With that, we now break for high tea, which will be served in the hall just outside the room. We request all participants to kindly reassemble in another 15 minutes as we resume the workshop with technical presentations. I would also take a minute to mention that there are QR codes printed on the ID cards provided to the guests. This is linked to the drive where all programmed documents, presentations, and pictures are being continuously uploaded, and you may access them for your ease. Thank you. With this, we break for high tea. Thank you.